All right, Keg.
Yay!
We are at our next location, which is the Bell Mansion. Why are we talking so fast?
Because it's raining and we're going
It
in.
is. It's pouring with rain, and we don't want to get wet. Okay. How cool. So this is Jeff.
Welcome to the Bell Mansion, ladies.
And Jeff knows more about the history than we will ever know. So he's going to take us around. We're going to get out of all of this rain and...
Yeah, come on, stay
That
dry
was
for a little
very
bit.
racing kind of introduction that we just did. Oh, thank you. I'm soaked already on the jiggies. It's like...
It's a little chilly in here.
Oh, look at this. Isn't it?
This is what we've been called as the Ritz-Carlton of paranormal locations. By Mr. Brian Murray from Ghost Hunters, so I can agree with him. We were pretty spoiled here.
This is stunning.
So it started off as a residence. It's only had 4 owners. So built back in 1893, took them 2 years to build it, cost them $50,000. A lot of money for that time period. So Robert, he was a 2-term state senator. He also was the one that started a natural gas and electric company here in Fort Wayne. Which he's also the only reason that Chicago had it at the time as well. So that's where a lot of the wealth came from. On the other hand, Clara Bell, she was the co-founder of the Fort Wayne Museum of Art. Now, unfortunately, we cannot find her art pieces anywhere. They're originally from Muncie. We've even checked in with them. Can't find it. So hopefully one day we'll come across them. So they sold it off in 1904. Mr. Bell passed away in the second bedroom. He passed away in the bedroom on the second floor in 1901. And then Claire, she passed away at the Old Lutheran Hospital downtown here in 1906. Sold off to another prominent family here in 1904 called the Nobles. So it was William Noble and Laura Law. Interesting fact, if you kind of know what this was previous before we got involved, he owned a lumber company. They manufactured caskets.
Oh, okay.
I know, it's weird how this whole entire story plays out, but I'm like, I can't make it up, it's history.
Spoiler.
That's right. Then in 1926, they sold off to an undertaking family called the Clanes. So this used to be Clane, Fell, Melton Funeral Home from 1927 all the way till 2018.
Oh, wow.
For about a span a little bit over 90 years, this was a funeral home.
Wow. Yeah.
And then surprisingly, in 2018, it sat empty for a couple of years. Till Angie, her parents bought this place, and we're going up this as a haunted bed and breakfast. And those plans kind of fell through. So I still want to see if this place was active. So the paranormal team that I was with previously, we spent well over 100 hours here investigating and came up with well over 350 pieces of evidence.
Wow.
Why the place is so active, there's probably multiple reasons for it.
Now, was I correct? I was looking at a little bit of history today that they lost a daughter as well.
Yeah, so her
as a
name was
child?
Bessie Bell.
Right.
She passed away at the age around 6 to 11 months.
Right.
We're not sure what the causes were from that.
Yeah. So you're going to show us around?
Yeah, so what we'll do is
have a look at this beautiful place.
we got 15,000 square feet to cover, so
Wow.
we'll start up on the 3rd floor, work all the way down to the basement, and
Excellent. Okay.
get it going. So
Cool.
yeah, let's head on up.
Oh, this is just magnificent, isn't it? Wow.
Rather comforting up here, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow. This is beautiful. So they're the little crawl spaces.
Yep, little crawl space. Like I said, we call these Harry Potter doors.
It's your turn tonight, Keg.
No.
I'm gonna sleep in there tonight. So these toys over here, these are for a young spirit named Andy.
So has anything been physically seen in here? Or?
Interesting enough, this was probably, was it February of last year? It's about a month after we were open to the public. I was here investigating with another team, the Scare Factor Paranormal. And this is my first time right here in this corner, I was actually touched by a spirit. It was cool because it was also picked up on an SLS camera.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that just gave it let's see, so right up here.
Yeah.
So it was about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm like, hey, if there's somebody up here that wants to communicate, I had a hoodie on, so I'm like, come over here and grab my arm if you'd like. So about 5 or 10 minutes later, a gentleman named Tyler was back here with his SLS camera, and he saw this stick figure kind of like up here, like he was like reaching down, and I felt these fingers on my right arm, just kind of like this. It was very quick, and that was it. I'm like, I think something just touched me. I'm not 100%.
Cool.
But we've had balls up here that have been moved.
Yeah.
We've had shadow figures that have moved throughout this room.
Right.
Especially when we've had people investigating at the end of the hallway over here. Some people have seen they've seen like a head popping out or a shadow that would come from behind the bed frame over here.
Cool.
So as far as we know, Andy's the lone one that hangs out in this room, but we can never say that's always the fact.
Yeah.
Spirit stuff, they definitely love to move around in here.
Yeah. Cool.
So we'll zip in here to the poker room. So like the money, the cards, shot glasses, the cigar there, also known as trigger objects.
Yeah.
So anything that the spirits would recognize to help them communicate easier. So there's a very famous card game that was played in here. It's easier than poker and kids can play. Do you know what that card game would be?
What?
It was Go Fish.
What?
It was Go Fish.
What?
It was Go Fish.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yep.
So gentleman sat right here in this chair.
Yeah.
Was Mr. Jonathan Davis, the lead singer of Korn.
Oh, okay.
So he sat here, his girlfriend Bree was here, his son Pirate, and his bodyguard. They all came here the night before their concert here in Fort Wayne. We're looking for something to do, so they called us up. And I think Angie had kind of like ignored the phone number a couple of times because like, who's calling at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night?
As we all
And
would. Yeah.
so then they called a third time, and then she's like, all right, I'll answer. And then it happened to be Bree on the phone. And like, hey, we saw that you guys were open. We're looking for something to do tonight. So long story short, they showed up here and spent about 5 hours here investigating.
Wow.
Just to come to find out before he started his band Korn, he was a mortician.
Oh.
So he took us to the embalming room
No, I didn't
and
want
showed
to-
us how you'd work on a
yeah.
body. I'm like, most humble guy that you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Very tall, scary guy in person, but
Yeah.
very nice guy.
Wow. My knees. Look how sprightly he goes up the stairs.
So the place will definitely give you a workout. So this was the servants' headquarters.
Right.
There have been 2 to 4 servants here at any given time. The servants were rather well taken care of here. They had 2 bedrooms, a living room, a private bath, and also a kitchen. But this is one of the larger bedrooms. So we've had some pretty interesting experiences in here. More so women that have sat on this bed have had their hair pulled.
Okay.
People get their ankles grabbed. There was a few weeks ago, it was on a Wednesday night, I was giving a tour, and there's about 10 of us up here, and 3 people here to my left. Now, with that said, all but 2 have never investigated. So I was just starting to talk about some of the history, and I was kind of like at this tone, and as clear as day, we heard this disembodied voice. It's kind of like it was come over my left shoulder, and it came out like really gargly and wet. Like they're trying to get words up, but they couldn't quite get them out. And these people just looked at me. They're just like ghostly white. Like I'm white, and they're probably like 5 shades whiter than me. Like, what do we do? I'm like, well, we'll come back up here later and we'll investigate and try to communicate with and who that was. Like, that's it? I'm like, that's it. It's like, you guys know you did sign up for a paranormal investigation tonight, right? Not just the tour. Now, what's interesting up here, with all this wood behind here, but is a freight elevator. Why is there a freight elevator all the way up here to the 3rd floor? Well, that was installed by the funeral home. So it's not even original to the house.
Okay.
It is well over 100 years old.
Yeah.
But this is how they transfer the caskets and the bodies to the different floors. Now, what's unique about the 3rd floor, and why I also believe it's the most active, is because for the span of over 90 years, this was a funeral home. It was strictly used just for casket storage. Nothing else.
Okay.
So there's no need to change any of the makeup of the 3rd floor. Hence why I think the spirits like to be up here, because it's the most original. And it's not much activity happens up here, because mostly everybody's downstairs. So they all like to come up here to the 3rd floor to kind of stay away from everybody else. I would too if I was in the afterlife. It's like there's too much going on down there. But this is also like the most familiar to them.
Yeah.
And then there's one body that was hidden up here during the funeral home days. And we're going to talk about him in the next room.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead to the second floor now. It's always easier to walk down than it is to walk up.
Oh, I don't know.
That happens either way.
Not when your joints have gone.
Welcome to the embalming room.
Fantastic.
So this photo over here is what this room originally looked like when we first got in here.
Wow.
So there's some cabinetry here. This is a venting system to get all the nasty smells out of here. There's that white embalming table that's over here in the corner. There would have been a freezer, a cooler over there, and then right behind me is definitely not a toilet. So this is where they dump all your fluids into during the embalming process.
Right.
So this is hooked up to the embalming pump,
Yeah.
and then everything's flushed down through here. This right here, this casket is actually used. This was
Right.
donated to us a few weeks ago, but these are those rental caskets.
Right.
So we couldn't even tell you the amount of bodies that have actually been inside this casket.
Okay.
But what's unique about it is on the right-hand corner over here, screws out here. Typically what's in the end of this is a plastic tube. It's called a memory tube.
Right.
And it typically holds this information right here.
Okay.
So this is rolled up inside the tube. Stay. It's got all the information for the person, deceased person
Yeah.
inside this casket. So their parents, date of birth, social security number. So let's say Fort Wayne had another massive flood and casket decided to lift off and float off somewhere. Well, this is how they'd be able to identify who's inside there without trying to pry it open
Yeah.
and
Seeing what was in there.
probably won't be able to recognize them, but that's pretty unique.
Yeah.
We're not sure the time period from the white one, but the one over here with all the fresh body juices still on it,
Nice.
this is from the 40s.
Lovely.
The brown one is from the 1960s. And then the pink one over here is from the 1930s.
Cool. Love the colour.
I got to say that would be your colour
my
being
colour.
cut up on, isn't it?
Now we had someone make the reference, was it this color just because that's what they embalmed women on? That is not the case. It was just this color just because that was the color choice for that time period.
Right.
So who knows, maybe the next year that they start making new ones, it could have been baby blue or something
Yeah.
like that.
It's pretty cool.
And then have you guys ever heard of the gentleman named John Dillinger?
Yes.
So his right-hand man, Homer Van Meter, was actually embalmed here.
Oh.
That's what he looked like when he got here to the funeral home, most likely on that white embalming table back there.
Wow.
So long story short, John Dillinger broke him out of jail, said, "You're coming with me to do some dirty deeds." And in the process, he got shot and killed in St. Paul, Minnesota. So he had a brother that lived here in Warsaw, which is about 45 minutes from here. And they brought him here to the funeral home. Now the Clanes were so fearful at the time someone was going to steal his body, because apparently back then that's what you did. I don't know if you sold it on the black market or what you could do with it, but to each their own. So they embalmed him. They hid him up on the 3rd floor.
Right.
So that's the body that I said that was hidden up there. They did a makeshift burial and funeral at Lindenwood Cemetery, which is about 5 or 10 minutes from here. Then 24 hours later, probably around 3 o'clock in the morning, they went and buried him in another spot. Now, I came to the conclusion a few weeks ago, now he is buried over at Lindenwood, but what potentially he could be buried under an alias name in a different location inside the cemetery.
Yeah.
Because Lindenwood can't even confirm where he's truly buried
Okay.
at. Now, if you're to try to dig up John Dillinger, which I don't think you guys would do, he actually has a cage that's down inside, so you can't even try to get him out. It'd be some work to get done to try to
Wow.
get him out of there.
Wow.
So he's buried at Crown
Yeah.
Point Cemetery in Indianapolis. Over here, this is sorry for the lighter there, but this is the original exterior of the building.
Oh, okay.
Now the majority of the building,
Inside.
except for what you'll see back here, is made out of old Indiana limestone, which within the paranormal community is huge for conducting, a huge conductor for energy.
Yeah. So this whole room was an add-on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So between this room and the old embalming room, which we're about to enter,
Yeah.
this was the only funeral home for about 40 years in its earlier days that actually did embalming activities.
Right.
So with that being said, there's an estimated 300,000 to 600,000 bodies that were embalmed here.
Wow. Yeah, it's like a little.
So this was the original servant's kitchen. Now, funeral home days, this door was original. This was added on. What's unique over here is if you look right over here, there's some embalming fluid or some blood still kind of hanging out.
Oh, nice.
And you can see all the indentations from gurneys coming in and out of this room.
Yeah.
This used to be the old embalming room,
Right.
which they also did makeup and hair in this room as well. So not a whole lot of space. So the Claims wanted three things. They want a state-of-the-art embalming center, they wanted a casket showing room, and they also wanted a larger viewing room.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when they added the embalming center over here, and then they strictly did makeup and hair in this room. Open up this balcony door.
This one's cold.
It's cold in here, isn't it?
It is. She's got a lot of register action going on in here. So this room and Mr. Bell's office on the first floor typically stay the coolest.
Right.
So yeah, you can see all how the wood was put in.
Yep.
Everything was done by hand, so you see every individual nail hole.
Wow.
And then on the frames here, this represents the family crest of the Bells. This is part of their German heritage right here. You'll see these all throughout the house.
Right.
Now on the first floor, there's a couple of them that are upside down. I'm not sure if that's where their marriage turned or what happened, but
Okay.
they did not have the greatest marriage. And once we get down there, it's
Yeah.
kind of talk about the true man that Mr. Bell actually
Yeah.
was. Clara doesn't like men and Mr. Bell doesn't like women.
Right.
So this is the original carpeting.
Oh, wow.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah.
So he had this picked out to match the stenciling that's around the top of the room.
Oh,
Yeah, we just had this new plastic put down about a week
Protect it,
ago.
Yeah.
And then on top of the fireplace over here, original photo of Mr. Bell.
Uh-huh.
Kind of looks like Abraham Lincoln. Don't think there's any connections.
actually he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy. And then this bell over here was donated to us from the Lizzie Borden house.
Oh, really?
It still rings and everything. But we also were told is the color of this is called bloodshed red.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting fact of
Yeah.
where it was coming from. But what they do to get it this color is they actually infuse it with gold.
Right. Okay.
Of course, as investigators, don't think we didn't try to see if there was anything negative attached to
Yeah.
it, and can find out it's safe. So it's like, all right, yep, it can stay here. So this was their main living room. Quite the size living room for that
Oh, was
time
it?
period.
Okay. So it wasn't just an entrance hall.
Yep, this was a little bit of everything.
Wow.
What's also glorious about the first floor is the pocket doors.
Oh, yes. Wow. Look at these.
So this is not a crack in the wood. That's actually how the wood was installed.
Right.
So right here is two Roman soldiers. This represents the type of build of the house, which was a Romanesque. This is probably my favorite room, just because of the decor in here.
Yeah. Oops, there's me walking into
What's-
that.
It's so pretty.
I'm so busy looking up.
It's already starting. It's going to be a great night, guys, I promise. But the light fixture here and the panels on the wall is the only thing in here that's not original.
Right.
So all the paint up there is still original. It's also unique is how the woodwork connects throughout the entire room.
Yeah.
Wow, look at
Wow.
that. That is just stunning, isn't it?
All right, so this would be Clara. And here's, original version of Clara. And you know, come over here, a much younger version of Robert.
Okay.
You always make the joke and reference that Clara's got a splitting headache
Yeah.
because she has to look at Robert for eternity.
Yeah.
I don't know why she got the cheap end and
I
he
was gonna
didn't,
say,
but.
I like the way she gets it.
And then these photos down here is
Yeah.
what this room used to look like in the earlier days during the funeral home days.
Oh, wow.
So the light fixtures
see
here, those
yeah.
were original. There's a baby grand piano up there on top of the steps.
Mm-hmm.
There's that fireplace over there. Now the paintings around the room were actually done by a local artist.
Right.
Of people that she's actually painted, not like fairy tale characters or anything. So we asked her if she could do a larger version of Clara for us, so she did. Now Clara thinks she's beautiful, but she doesn't like it for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, she's showing too much skin around her arm and neck areas, especially for that time period. And number 2, she was forced to take the photo. I've been talking about Robert and Clara Bell this entire time, but it's more so Robert Bell and Clara Wolfe because Robert purchased Clara from her family.
Right.
She was not, her family was not very wealthy, and so they sold her off, which is very unfortunate. So tell people, Clara probably didn't live her best life till after Mr. Bell passed away.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you step inside the freight elevator, right here at the edge, if you look all the way up, you can actually see the 3rd floor. So it's an open concept elevator, probably the quietest elevator that you'll ever be on. Still works to this day.
Wow.
It's only operational from the outside.
Yeah.
That's where all those hundreds of thousands of bodies came in and out of, is right through here.
Wow.
Now for the fun part, the basement. And then over here, these aren't caskets, these are what we call baby boxes.
Right.
So this is how they transport a deceased infant or child from the home or hospital back here to the funeral home. They're only one-time use. Like for instance, this belonged to baby girl Miller. Over here to my left, back in the 1800s, today we have living rooms. Well, back then they used to be called death rooms. So what they would do is if you passed away at home as a sign of respect for the family, the undertaker would bring this case, put all his embalming equipment in, bring this bed to embalm your body on, and then bring this bed to display your body on.
Okay.
We believe this bed is close to 110 years old.
Wow.
This is the military body box. Belonged to Private William Noss. We found his information on the back of the box over here. Was shot and killed at the Vietnam War at the age of 21.
Oh, right.
He's also buried at Lindenwood Cemetery.
Yeah.
Now he was here with us a few months ago. He was attached to this box. You used to be able to get inside the box on the right hand side because he always liked to hang over here on the left. Mm-hmm. And then came to the conclusion, just didn't feel like he wanted to be here, so we had Bill moved on.
Yeah.
So now he knows he's no longer attached to a box, especially being a veteran. So as long as we're still here in the building, there is a memorial here set up for him. Yeah, if I wasn't going to Indy, I definitely would spend more time with you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are a blast.
I'm just setting up a second camera, guys, because if we get an EVP, it's always handy to have on video that we didn't do that. So, I don't know where Keg's put everything. Oh, hello. All going off. Okay, we just had, I'm just swinging it around quickly, and it wasn't Keg, by the way. We just had the ball going off and the EMF strip go off then. 2 different triggers. Right, there's somebody out in the hallway there. And said those lights off again. Oh, thank you. God, that was
How
right
cool
on
was
cue,
that?
wasn't it? Thank you for that. All right, can you set them off again if you're a child? You're a big boy. Thank you.
Okay, it's just me breathing heavy nose.
Is your name Andy? No, I'm just trying to see if we're both in the picture there. So that's me. Can you wave your hand? Ah, you're not in it.
No, I'm just going to try and put this light down. That's all. Oh, again.
Oh,
Lit up.
the ball went off as well. What's trigger object? Is the ball on in the...
That's got tobacco and cigarettes in, because I thought it would be in the men's room.
Right. Well, turn your torch off. Okay, unfortunately we do have air conditioning vents above us, by the way, guys.
Typical.
So every now and again it's going to get very loud and very noisy, but it's interesting to see the EMF didn't go off. when that kicked in. All right, so if there is anybody here, and if we are talking to a child, thank you for lighting the lights up. I know it's very noisy in here for the time being, but I'm going to keep going through it. And once this stops again, we're going to do a little, what we call knee
Well, that was easy for you to say.
It wasn't. An EVP session. If I can find my voice recorder.
On the bed.
All right, so while this noise is on, I'm going to need you to work with the lights. Can you do that for me? Because I don't know if you're here or not. The only way I'm going to know at the moment is if you set any, oh thank you, EMF.
Right.
That mean you are here? All right, so I'm going to go through the names. Robert. Robert, is that you? No. Claire. What about a child? You lit the lights up earlier on when I asked that. Brought you a new toy, by the way. It's a little koala. Don't know if you've ever heard of a koala. I think Australia had been found at that point. I don't know if you ever learnt about the animals that were there. But if you like the new toy, there's a light right next to it. If you can light that up, we'll hear it. And we know you want to play with it.
And maybe Alison might gift it.
No, Alison won't gift her koala, Cag. If Harriet doesn't have her koala, then the little boy isn't going to get it either. That's my koala.
It's your comfort koala.
It's my comfort koala because it's tactile and soft.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to go? I'm thinking down closer to Robert. Do you reckon?
Go and you go and have a word with Robert and see if he likes you being there.
Where
I'm
the
sure
lights
he'll love you.
It's where the lights are going off.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll love you. Okay, interesting, Sandra. We'll have to. Oh, what's she doing? Seriously?
Oh, hello.
Oh, that was interesting. Now they went off.
Oh, and straight away, the leave.
Okay, leave, guys. If you can't hear, I'll just repeat. Oh, that was leave straight away. But we don't want to leave. We want to stay. Oh, nope. No, what's she doing?
My feet hurt.
Oh, her feet hurt. You know, Robert, what I want to know, because I need to know the truth, okay? Were you really a horrible guy or were you a nice guy? So if you were horrible or nice, can you let Alison know, please? She's the lady sat there on the seat with some funny things on her ears.
Here. Military.
Military. I don't think you're in the military, but somebody else might have been after. Oh, actually, there is some a connection to the military here. Downstairs in the basement, there's actually
Fate.
a coffin that was used by a military guy. Is there anything you want to say to us?
Boy.
Boy. Is there a little boy here? We've been told there's a boy here. He followed somebody here. If you're with us, don't be frightened.
Nice.
Oh, the aircon stopped. How cool is that? We're mums. We've got, well, I've got 2 boys. Alice's got a boy and a girl, but they're big boys and girls now. What would you like us to do? Do you want us to play games? What if I sing a song and you tell me what the word's missing? Can we do that?
I thought that said F off.
Okay, maybe it's not the child we're listening to then. Can you go up to the lady sitting on the chair and fiddle with her hair? If you want to. Just go and play with her hair. Actually, go and pull it. She's very precious about her hair, so go and pull it for me.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Don't apologise.
Boy.
Boy, okay. What if I sing you a nursery rhyme? Do you think you could finish the tell me the missing word?
8.
Was that 8? Did I hear that right? Come on, sweetheart, if you're with us, just let us know. Let me get down on one knee. Let me get down on my knees. If you want to come up to me, or go up to Alison. Go and say hello to her.
Anything much? It didn't seem like, it sounded very random.
Well, nothing much coming through. Just do it just for a little bit, just a couple of minutes. Is that all right? Or just trying something out?
All right.
Okay. Now, if you don't want to talk to me, I want to go up to that lady that's sitting on the chair over there. All right, she's my boss. So, can you go and pull her hair for me? Go on, you won't get into trouble. Go and pull her hair.
He tried it.
Okay, he tried what? What did he try?
No. Leave.
Okay. Is that you, Robert? Are you a little bit grumpy?
Go free.
Go free. What about any servants? Are you with us tonight? Yeah, she won't see you, won't get into trouble if you want to go and pull her hair.
Say it again.
You won't get into trouble. Go up to that lady sat on that chair over there and pull her hair because she's very precious about it.
Something.
Pull it and then run off because you're not going to be into trouble. I won't tell her you did it. She won't know. Okay, go and do it. Give it a go. Or go and kick her in the shin. One or the other. We don't mind. No, all good. All good.
Nothing?
No.
Yeah.
We're just seeing whether we could get a child here to go and just come and touch you gently because, you know, we don't want them to hurt you.
Not much.
No.
I know I'm going to listen back to that and it won't be, we just want to touch you gently.
Just touch her gently, don't hurt her.
Don't hurt her. Yeah, right.
It's nothing to do with the hair pulling and kicking in the shins at all. It's all good.
I didn't want to say it. The ground did feel like it was vibrating around me, which was really weird.
We're just trying to work out whether it was there was a child here.
Right.
You know, whether we could do something for us or whether it was Robert being a little bit grumpy.
While that isn't humming, let's do this.
Yeah, let's do an EVP.
Yeah, let's. Don't whisper. Oh. That wasn't me moving. I didn't move that point.
And that light's gone off again.
And that was just after that bang. That pings. Now, it is a wooden house. It's an old wooden house.
Did you hear that?
What?
That was quite a loud one. It is an old wooden house. Well, actually, it's not a wooden house.
No, it's not. It's actually stone.
It's a stone house
this
with a
is
wooden
true.
interior. There's a lot of wood inside.
Yeah. But it is true. It's not a wooden
No,
house.
it's not. It's a stone house.
Yeah.
It's a massive stone house. It's like a rabbit warren.
'Cause I was going to say it could just be, we don't know the natural sounds of a building. That was me. So we don't know what is natural contraction. And don't forget we've got these metal ducts here.
Yeah, that's true.
And metal can contract, but that sounded wooden over in the corner. It didn't sound...
We had a noise. Oh, sorry, I'm just like, I held on to it and I let go and it was so light. I just went up with it. We actually had a noise coming from that corner whilst you were on the...
All right, well, that's where I just heard it.
Yeah.
At that point. Oh, now there's a train. For real? Why is there
Everywhere we
always
go,
a train?
there's always a train track wherever we go.
There was a train track yesterday.
I know.
All right, let's do this. Well, it's not beeping. All right, I've got this little box here. Tag beep. I'm going to put it on this chair. All right. That little box there with the orange light, I'm sure you've seen something like this before. So if there is somebody here, can you put your name on it? I don't know if CAG actually introduced us.
No, I didn't.
Oh, that was a bit slack.
It was very rude, I'm
It
sorry.
was very rude.
I'm very sorry.
So my name's Alison,
And my name's Cag.
and we're just wondering if there is anybody here. We'd love to know your name. Robert? You've been accused of being rather horrible to your wife. You've been accused of being rather horrible to your wife. All right. I don't know about you, Kate, but I don't know. I just find it very quiet in there.
Is it worth doing just...
An EVP in there.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think?
Yeah.
In the
Well,
servants'
should we do
room.
an Estes as well?
Yeah.
Well, let's do both down there. We can take a ball. Oh, did you show them the new music box?
So this isn't ours.
It's a nice song.
It is. So this isn't ours, but this is what we're borrowing for the night. Look. Another gorgeous bed, look.
Well, why don't we also put on box? Let's go the whole hog.
All right. We're going for it, guys. We're putting them all on. Well, not all of them, but...
You can get involved. Diamond.
So I'm not...
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll just move it to maybe there.
Yeah. Is anybody here with us? Can you tell me how many ladies are in this room, please? Just so I know that you're here. How many ladies are in this room? Can you tell me?
Scum.
Okay, you're talking about scum as in the dirt scum, or you? Or are you implying something else?
Out. Scum.
Oh, well, that's not very nice, is it? Is that Robert? If you don't want us in here, Robert, tell us to get out nice and clearly. Say, get out. Go on, say, get out. Oh, do you see all those lights light up then, guys? The whole strip lit up. Thank you for that.
Out.
Okay. Come on, Robert, what's the matter tonight? Don't you like us? We've come from Australia all the way to see you. It's a shame you're going to be grumpy. Alright, can you sing
That's a long way.
It is a long way, it is. Can you
Out.
sing? You're not going to let us stay then, okay. Can you say your name? There's a lady sat on the chairs on the stairs with some funny things on her ears. Can you tell her your name and she'll be able to tell me?
There's nothing.
No? Oh, well, it was interesting. We was asking for you to saying come out and that sort of thing, so.
Yeah. Can you do one thing for us? Just a sec. Right, we're going to move downstairs. And do one thing for us? Oh, like,
Thank you.
thank you. Alright. We're going to say goodbye from up here. Thank you for playing with us. Aw, sorry.
That was real, but my stomach.
That was my stomach actually.
Oh, was it? I could have sworn it was me.
No, I can feel it bubbling.
Well, it was loud then because I thought it was mine. Far out. Does your stomach project its noise?
Does your stomach make noises like mine? After pizza? Oh, eventually.
Okay.
I'll just jump into it.
Oh, I think we need to jump into it because I want everything. And I want it now.
I want it now. Oh! I want it now. You got that, did you? Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're standing and watching.
Probably saying you're singing the wrong words.
That can make the nice music go off. Well, that's not me. Alright, so we are recording all that?
Yeah, that's there, look, it's on.
Alright, so we've got 2 music boxes, the REM pod,
Yeah, that's recording. Okay, thank you for that.
alright.
So where are we, Alison?
We are now in the embalming room. So we took you through earlier, we showed you around this room, so we thought we'd come in here. Because other people say that they are having stuff happen in here, and it's been a little bit interesting, as you saw. The REM pod was going off, the music box was going off, the creepy one out in the hallway was going off. That's
Yeah.
3 bits of equipment
Yeah,
out in the hallway there.
yeah. And now we're talking about it when it stopped.
Yeah. Robert, is that you coming to see what's going on? It is, you can come in. Well, it's your house, we can't stop you from coming in anyway. But we've got all these other lights here.
I'd be interested if you could join us because this bit wasn't here originally, was it? So
Yeah. Are you able to come in, Robert? If not, if you can only stand out in the hallway, you can make the other bits of music go off. Oh, that camera's on the outside.
I don't think it is. I think it's probably just us.
No. It's the lights on. It's brightened out. Yes.
Because you tried to move it, that was why. When I told you to leave
Was
it.
it? Oh no. You said.
No.
Oh. You
Oh,
see?
lights.
Thank you, Robert.
How do you know it's Robert?
Oh, I don't. But I did say you could come in.
Thank you, though. Whoever you are, thank you for that. Much
Is that you, Robert?
appreciated.
Did you do that? I tell you what, if that was you, can you do it again? Light one of the lights up. If this is Robert, would you mind, awfully please? Okay, thank you. That one will do. Thank you for that.
Okay. Would you mind stepping back from it just for a moment for me? Can you just step right back? Thank you. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Cool.
Wow,
That was good.
that was cool. Maybe we should be doing the hallways. So I gather that was Robert then, because he lit the lights up, but thank you. All right, can you light a light up if you're allowed to come in here, or you're able to come in here, because we know it wasn't around in your day. All right, so you can. Thank you. Oh,
Oh, what was it? Oh,
did
was
you
that
get
there?
that? Yeah. That's actually quite creepy looking like that.
It does, yeah.
They do say this is where they get the most in
Mm-hmm.
this floor. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. Thank you. But we can use that, if you like, we can use that as a yes and a no. So if it's a no, just leave it silent. If it's a yes, then light it up. It's interesting that the record didn't go off at all while you were moving around.
No.
Where you would have thought if it was glitching, it would just do it.
Exactly. Yeah, I've walked over it
Yeah.
4 times.
Yeah.
Oops, let me just turn this off.
Nothing.
Nope. I don't think it's a job I could do.
You keep an eye on that one. I'm going to keep an eye on the hall. Oh, thank you. Just as I said,
Yeah.
I'm going to keep an eye on the hallway.
Yeah.
It goes off.
Well, you weren't giving it attention.
No, I'm giving you attention now. We could sing to you, Robert. Did you used to like singing?
Oh, lights lit up
Well,
as
that's
well.
a yes. Okay. What would you like us to sing? Were you religious? Make sure we are getting there. Yeah.
Far out.
Were you religious, Robert? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Did you like that, Robert? Or were you complaining? I'm going to say it's a yes, because that's what we said you would do it for. What about another one? Would you like another song? What about a modern one? You probably haven't heard this one before. Yeah, you'd like that? Okay. I can do that for you. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life has just begun. We're off tonight.
I know.
But now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, ooh, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, 'cause it doesn't really matter. Do, 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 do. Did you like that? You stopped beeping.
Is that too modern for you? If you want some older music, can you just play Light the Lights Up for me, please? Or think of some older songs for you.
Yeah. No, we've scared you off. Sorry, Robert.
Well, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't our best, but you know, wasn't that bad.
I think we've done better in the past.
We have. We definitely have. But you know, I'm just saying.
Sorry to insult you, Robert. And he is. Oh, definite noises out there. I can hear movement out there.
Can you hear movement?
Yeah.
It's creepy out there.
It is, isn't it? Actually feels safe in here.
It's because it's quite light. It's very dark in that hallway.
Feeling a bit scary right there. Is your daughter with you? Isn't it? Not Missy. Can you tell us what your daughter's name was? She was your only child.
So it might be Anchor. No. I'm trying to think what it
No,
was.
is it Missy or... Sorry. Ah, okay.
Oh, you're back. Hello.
You're not like talking about your daughter? Must be very painful. Or was it? Hopefully you're with your daughter now. Hopefully you're all together. Cag now can talk. You can tell Cag some words and she'll tell me. Sorry if we're disturbing you.
Urn.
Well, yeah, there was lots of urns here. This is a funeral home. Did you mind that your home was turned into a funeral home? Is it add-on as well to your home?
I've heard tag a couple of times as well.
Okay.
Feet.
Oh, tag feet were.
Description.
Yeah, you tag feet. We've got to do those tags. So guys, the tagging of the feet is what they did with the bodies, as you saw earlier. They put all the description of the person, who they were, on the toe tags. So that's interesting. So you used to work here? Okay. I'll take that as a yes then. So we're not talking to Robert?
Project.
No.
Guy.
Guy. Maybe you got more than one person here. We got two people here.
Continue.
Well, yeah, we are continuing, but I just need to know who it is. Did you live here? Hello?
And we just...
And we just what? Put this on can because we've just run out of battery. We haven't got another battery.
It's time.
It is time, you're right. Well, it's time for in here, so we're going to stop now. We're going to come back up, is that all right?
Yeah.
Oh, good, I'm glad. And we'll sit in the hallway there this time.
Evade.
Is that all right? I gather that's a yes. All right, well, we're going to say goodbye in here, but we'll be back up. Just going to have a quick break.
First. Oh.
All right.
No, nothing.
Well, no, because you came out with, which was interesting.
What's that?
Well, you came out with tag. Keeps coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Feet.
Yeah, I had tag, feet.
Yeah.
That was really weird. Alright. Do you need anything else?
Hey?
Even worth it?
Is it even worth it? Indeed. We're hoping it's worth it.
Is that enough or do you want more stuff out?
I think that's enough.
Okay.
What do you think?
Bye.
Bye. Oh, you think we're going already?
Okay.
We will go in a minute. This is our last bit, so if you could talk to us, that would be really, really good. All right. So I'm just going to put this little box just down here. So if you want to talk to us, that would be really good. You might want to just turn your face so we can see your face sideways. So we can see you're not whispering.
Not whispering.
All right, Mr. Bell, if you're here, my name's Alison.
My name's Cag.
Or Mrs. Bell. Or maybe Bessie. You tell us who you are? And if you're here? I've heard children play here, but we're not sure why.
Is there anybody here that used to work in this building? Whether it was somebody's home or whether it was a funeral director's? Anybody at all wants to talk to us? Just tell us all about yourselves. Anybody at all wants to talk to us? Just tell us all about yourselves.
All right, we're going to just listen back. Oh no. Do you feel like you're going to get anything? We've had not even a blip.
No.
I might feel a bit.
No.
All right, we're going to leave you alone now. Is that all right?
Thank you. Can you say goodbye to us by lighting up a light or making a noise, please?
Any light? Did you turn even those lights on because they don't look like the litter?
Which ones?
Well, the EMF lights.
Oh,
They're pretty dark for.
they're on night. They're on night mode. It's night mode. It's stealth mode. That's what they're in. The EMF lights are in stealth
You know,
mode.
he's probably been trying.
He has been. He's been walking up and down
He's
there.
been trying to get the lights to light up. You
It
see.
was a great idea.
No
'cause I
wonder he's
put
not
trigger-
talking to us.
Look, he doesn't. He doesn't
At
know
the end
how
of the
to
day, you've just said to him, "Can you light up a light with a trigger object that you like?" So he's probably been trying for the last.
He doesn't know how to work the lights out
Well, he
when,
certainly
when they're
doesn't.
when they're in stealth mode.
He's probably trying to work out what. He can't.
Look, if
he
you
doesn't
can
even-
walk up and down and make them flash, you
can't
can
get-
turn them on.
Because you can't get the staff. Maybe what a job. Travel the world. Right? You don't break shit.
Look, the thought were there. The thought was
And you
there.
remember to turn things on.
Yeah, well, I told you it was stealth mode.
All right, in all honesty, I think we've gone as far as we can. I don't know about you, Kate, but everything seems to have quietened right down since we had our break.
Yes. Yeah, we had the break.
We had the break, and I think
That was it.
that was it.
Yeah.
Okay, Kate, well, that was the Bell Mansion.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. Again, not huge things, but enough curious stuff that kept us interested. Is it all paranormal? Well, how do you prove that at the end of the day? But some of it was well timed, I must admit.
Some of it was very well
does have
timed.
a creepy feel to it, especially in this hallway where I am absolutely frozen on a hot night around my legs.
It's actually quite cold, isn't it?
Yeah. So, all right, we are going to take all this away. We're going to see if we've got anything. You will already know by the time you see this.
Yes.
We are finally going to get a good night's sleep
Yes.
tomorrow. Because it's like 3, 4 o'clock at the moment.
Yeah.
And we have another 9 investigations to do.
Another 9 to
Before,
go, guys.
yeah, so we'll be road tripping it.
Mm-hmm.
Next one's going to be real exciting for us. I don't know in what order you'll see it, but for us it's going to be really exciting.
Oh, yeah.
So keep watching. All right, we'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.
If we can find the hole,
It's having difficulty putting it in.
eh? We'll listen back in a minute. Give us
No rush.
no
All
rush,
good.
no rush. We'll
Just hang around for a bit for us.
chat amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
And that's the on-off button.
You just hate it when you get a new speaker.
I know, you just don't know where anything is. Oh, it's upside down, that's why. No wonder,
Oh dear.
no wonder I can't find the hole. There it is. You chatting amongst yourselves? Good. Be with you soon.
Not much longer. Don't leave us now. It's all good. We'll be fine.
We've got it.
Woo!
We found it.
Oh, sorry, was that a round of applause I heard?
Sorry for the wait. We're not like other investigators. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm sorry, guys. That's a strange noise.
I'm sorry. I tried so hard not to laugh.
Over there.
You like it when we laugh?
No, it's starting again.
It was telling us to leave.
All right, we're going to turn this off now and listen back.